Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how you can use the API to define a script-based service check. So currently, I'm here on my CentOS 9 machine. It is booted up, and let's visit the console UI. As you can see, we have two services, the main service and the web service. And now what we are going to do is to define our script-based service check. So let's navigate under the HashiCorp Consul D, and we are going to create a scripts folder. Inside this scripts folder, what we will do is to create the check.sh. And this is going to be a simple script, user bin bash, and we simply exit with the 0. So as I mentioned previously, 0 is going to be OK, 1 is going to be warning, anything else will be error. So that's the idea, and let's echo a message to the console, and we will say all good. So technically, that's the script that we are going to use. And what we will also do is to create a JSON file. So script.json. And hold on. So let's create the services folder. And inside the services folder, create the script.json. So now here, our service definition will look like this. We have a name, which is called script. We have an ID, which is called script1. And we have a check, which is basically the following check. So args is going to be a list, and here we have the etc console.d scripts check.sh, and the interval is going to be 5 seconds, and the timeout is going to be 2 seconds. So that's the service definition. When you are interacting with the API regarding service definitions, whatever, the document that you have to create will be a bit different, with different syntax. But that's all about it. So now we use the chown console-r./n*, and what we will do is to register the service. So first we use the chmod +x on the scripts check.sh ls-l scripts ls-l services. What is the script? Come on. So I have created the scripts check.sh, and why was it not saved? So let's do it again. User bin bash and exit 0. And now in the scripts, we have the scripts. Okay, so we change the owner and use the chmod +x scripts check.sh, and if we just simply execute the scripts check.sh, then we can check the return code, and it is 0. So let's take another look at the services.json, and that is also good. So what is left is to define the service. So in order to define it, we have to use the curl, and we will say that the request is put, and we use the HTTP 127.0.0.1 8500 v1 agent service register, and the data is going to be at services, and let's navigate to the services folder. So here we have the script.json. And we didn't get a response here from the API, but if we go here to the web UI, you will see that the script is defined, the service, and the script check is running. And let's reload it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's still working. Now what I want to do is to add to the scripts check.sh a message, echo all good, and save it. And if you go back here, we should see in the output that all is good. But for that to be picked up, we have to use the put request once again to update the service definition. And now you can see that the message is there. So this is how you use the API to define a service and a script-based service check. See you in the next one.